All right, listen up. This is an urgent security advisory for every defender and researcher out there. We've got an active threat on our hands involving the szbootparent component, and you need to take action right now. And let me be absolutely clear, the time for testing is over. We're past validation, we're past planning your patch cycle. Why? Because proof of concept exploit code is out in the wild, it's public. That means if your system isn't patched, you're not just a potential target, you're an active target. So what are we up against? It's a nasty 1-2 punch. We're tracking 2 CVEs here. The first one, CVE 2026-3186, is an authentication bypass. Think of it as someone finding a master key to your admin accounts. But the real knockout is the second one, CVE 2026-3187. That's a full-blown remote code execution, unauthenticated. So one vulnerability lets them walk right through the front door, and the other gives them the keys to the entire kingdom. Total server takeover. Okay, before we get into the nuts and bolts of the mitigation protocol, we have to do a quick comms check. It's absolutely critical that we establish a secure link so you can get ongoing intel from this channel. Let's get that set up. All right, here are your comms protocols. First, hit that subscribe button. Treat it like securing your real-time intel feed, because that's exactly what it is. Second, give this a like. That's your ACK, your acknowledgement that you've received this advisory. And third, and this is important, drop a comment. Let us know your status, patched or vulnerable. This helps all of us gauge the blast radius. Remember, this is a community defense effort. Good, comms link established. Now we're moving on to the protocol. These are the immediate, actionable steps you need to take to lock down your systems. Let's talk severity. That RCE vulnerability, CVE 2026-3187, it's got a CVSS score of 9.8, a 9.8. If you're in this field, you know that's about as bad as it gets. We're talking hair-on-fire critical. It means it's dead simple to exploit and the impact is total compromise. So, the big question, are you in the blast radius? If you're running the szbootparent component and your version is anywhere from 1.0.0-beta up to 1.3.2.beta, then yes, you are vulnerable. And the potential impact? We're not talking about a small data leak here. We're talking total administrative compromise, a complete server takeover. From a business perspective, the risk is absolutely catastrophic. Okay, this is the most important part. What do you do right now? Here are your emergency actions. Listen carefully. Number 1, patch. Get version 1.3.3 beta deployed immediately. That's your top priority, your main line of defense. Number 2, if for some reason you can't patch this very second, then you need to block all network access to the vulnerable API endpoints. Shut the door. And number 3, harden your config. Enforce a strict file type whitelist. Don't wait on this. Do not delay. All right, for all my SOC analysts and threat hunters out there, here are your IOCs. Start hunting. For that off bypass, you're looking for any weird or anomalous requests hitting the password reset endpoint. For the RCE, you need to be scanning your upload directories. Look for any unexpected script files. You know, your classic web shells, .jsp, .php, that kind of thing. And make no mistake, you should assume you are being actively scanned for these endpoints as we speak. Okay, let's wrap this up. We're moving into the final phase, disclosure and final orders. It's important you understand the timeline here and the why behind this disclosure. It matters for our collective defense. Look, this wasn't just dropped out of the blue. We followed a strict coordinated vulnerability disclosure process. That means we worked directly with the vendor before this went public to get patch 1.3.3 beta ready. Then, on February 25th, came the public disclosure. And you know what that means? The race was on. Defenders versus attackers. By the very next day, the 26th, the community mobilized. We saw analyses from NIST and Sentinel-1, and that intelligence effort is still going on right now. And that really gets to the heart of why we structure these advisories the way we do. The number one priority of any white hat disclosure has to be this: secure the perimeter first. Everything else comes second. That's why we gave you the what to do right up front. The deep technical analysis, the history, that stuff is important, for sure, but it comes after you've stopped the bleeding. Your security is the entire mission. So, that's the intel. Your orders are clear. Patch, block, and hunt. This threat is live, and it is active. What you do in the next few hours is going to define your security posture. Stay secure.